Hey everybody, I'm Jackie and I'm here today with another book review. I will be reviewing Liz Tuccillo's How to Be Single. This is Liz Tuccillo's debut novel. It debuted in 2008 and is recently been picked up and adapted for the big screen for the February 2016 release of How to Be Single. Looks like a great chick flick movie. You go out with your girlfriends, have a good time. That's what the movie looks like. That's what I thought it was going to be. That's why I bought the book. I bought the book because I really wanted to see the film and I wanted to read the book before I saw the movie. I don't want to watch the movie anymore. We'll get into that. For starters, Liz Tuccillo is more famously known for her co-authored work with Greg Bernard of He's Just Not That Indie, was also adapted for the big screen and was a huge hit. A lot of people love that movie. She's also written quite a few episodes for the hit HBO television show Sex and the City, another very popular show. So her writing is liked by a lot of people. It is. She's not a bad author. She didn't write a bad book. It flows nicely. It has a nice tone. It moves from different points of view very, very easily, very fluidly. She doesn't use too big of words to describe what's going on, but at the same time she uses just enough large literary references to make you feel you're not reading a self-help book. It's just her subject material. It fucking sucks. Alright, I'm just straight up honest with you. It sucks. And the reason why it sucks is because when you are single, there's a question that gets asked. And for a while, it's not that big of a deal, but after a while, it gets annoying. And that question is, why are you single? Women have been asking themselves this for a long, long time. And I have come to the conclusion that there are really four main answers that we give repetitively. It just depends on who we're talking to which answer we're going to give, or our mood. You have the answer of everything was wrong with you that your most recent ex thought was wrong. And that's what you spout out. So it's kind of the feel sorry for me, I want attention, so I'm going to play the pity card. You have that answer. Have I played that card? Yes. You have the I really just need to work on myself right now. If I don't love myself, I can't love somebody else. Answer. So therefore now you are self-absorbed and, well, it's self-absorbed. So there's two. 3, you have the I'm too busy for dating. I have too much on my plate. I work too much. I don't have time. I'm constantly doing all these other activities, but I'm really doing all these other activities to stop me from thinking about why I'm single. But I'm still going to believe deep down inside that every day could be the day my singledom changes. And I could meet the man of my dreams. So you have that answer. Now, there is the 4th answer, which is kind of just naturally you. You're just desperate for attention. And so anybody who pays attention to you, you cling on to. And they realize it. Therefore making you very, very desperate looking. And very sad looking. I call these the stage 5 clingers. They are immediate clingy and you haven't even gone on a first date. And a lot of them have those crazy eyes. If you've ever watched How You Met Your Mother, crazy eyes. There you go. So there are your 4. All 4 of these women are represented in this book because this book is essentially about Julie, who goes around the world to talk to other single women to figure out how they deal with singledom. But she's got 4 female friends that are back in the States that kind of represent each one of those answers. And it shows you how, while Julie is over here learning about singledom in other countries, these 4 women are dealing with their own issues of which breakup story answer of why they're single they are. You have Alice, who is that overworker who does everything to keep her time so compact, kind of a professional dater. She dates so much, so she doesn't really have time to actually pay attention to anybody she's actually dating, to get to know, to value if they're even worth her time of day. You have Serena, who is a yoga enthusiast who has completely rescinded society in general, and therefore she's just so in herself that she doesn't see anything on the outside. You have Ruby, who is the pity party, who gets super attached to everybody. And then you have Georgia, who's recently divorced, and all her problems are because of her ex-husband, who left her for a samba dancer. So those are your 4 women, and then you have Julie. Now, these 4 women develop a friendship over time, while Julie is doing her thing in Europe, Beijing, Bali, India, Iceland, all these foreign countries, okay? She does generally go to all these foreign countries. And you learn some interesting tidbits about what she finds out about the cultures and how they deal with singledom. In Australia, apparently there's a man shortage, and women are actually leaving the country to go find a mate, because dating is essentially useless. In China, it's acceptable, apparently, for men to have mistresses at every turn. So some women just refuse to date Chinese men, and Chinese men refuse to date Chinese women. France, they just don't care if somebody doesn't call them back, because we are too prideful for it. We have pride in ourselves, so therefore we do not care. And therefore we get walked all over. Okay? So these are some of the things that she hears, and she's learning, and she's collecting. While the other girls back in the States are formulating friendships. Now, a smart person, a person with half a brain, and somebody who has any type of common sense is going to realize immediately that, oh, this book, How to Be Single, the way to be single is to have friends. Common sense, spoiler alert, sorry, that's the big answer to the question, is you have friends. Well, no fucking duh. No shit, Sherlock. Really? That's some kind of revelation? You need to fly around the world to figure that out? Really? Come on. I know that, and I didn't even leave my couch. I knew that before I read the book. Come on. Really? This book could have been so good. It could have talked about how strong you have to be single, that you don't need to be attached to someone to be happy. But it doesn't. It just replaces the man with friends. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not. But it's common sense. It's not a big, grandiose revelation. It's not an epiphany, people. It's common fucking sense. Are you kidding me with this? Really? So, about halfway through the book, I just lost all interest in this. I just was like, I got nothing. I got nothing for this. But I finished it because I'm one of those people, I have to finish it. I have to give it its fair try. The old college try. I had to give it to it, and I did. And I'm never going to get those days back. But I did rate it a 3 out of 5 on Goodreads, and I will explain that why. It flowed very nicely. It had a good pace to it. She didn't over-dramatize things. She didn't under-dramatize things. She wrote a pretty decent book. She just wrote it about a topic that was obvious. It involved no actual thinking to read this book. So, this book is what I call a time filler, okay? It's one of those books that until you find something that you really want to sink your teeth into, you kind of just pick up to buy the time. This is the type of book that you might pick up in an airport if you have a layover, a 6-hour layover, and you're like, I need something to do. So you go to the bookstore and you pick a book up and you sit there and read it because you need to kill time and your phone's dead. This is a book that you might read in between classes because you are so tired of reading your college textbooks that you're just like, I need some brevity from this situation. I need a break from this thinking. So I'm going to read a book that does not need me to think, to understand it, or to comprehend it. So you read this. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars because it fulfilled its purpose. Time filler. It fulfilled its purpose for me. I would only recommend this book if you really had absolutely nothing to read. If I had a single friend who was really struggling with her single life, I would not encourage her to read this book because the way singledom is portrayed in this book is it's like a disease that needs to be cured immediately. And the cure is friendship. Duh. Duh. Come on. This is not a self-help book. It's really not even the self-help section, okay? It's not, I don't think it was designed to be written as a self-help book. It was designed to be a light, fluffy, contemporary, here you go, read. And that's exactly what it is. So it was written to be exactly what it is. Not some great life-altering literature. Maybe that was my mistake going in, that I might actually learn something from the book. And that's one reason why I'm so kind of upset about the book, because I had such high hopes for it. I put it up on kind of a pedestal and it didn't meet my expectations. And that might be one of the reasons why I'm slightly bitter about it. Or it could be the fact that it made me feel crappy for being single. It made me feel bad. And I don't want to feel bad about being single. Okay? I don't. It is what it is. It happens. Everybody's single at some point in time in their life. It's not a disease. It's not a curse. It's not something to be remedied immediately. It's something to teach you something about yourself. Singledom, being single, is a way to find out who you are, away from other people. So I'm more of the aspect of I need to focus on myself, I need to work on myself. Yeah, I'm a little self-absorbed, but I'm aware of this. That's my outlet. I need to work on myself. I need to figure out who I am away from people. Because when I'm around people, I don't want to change who I am for you. So therefore, if I don't know who I am, how am I going to know who I am with you? That just tells me who I am with you, not who I am by myself. And newsflash, even if you go to bed at home, even if you go home with somebody at night, you're still sleeping there by yourself. You live here. This is all you. If you're not comfortable with yourself, by yourself in a room, fix it as fast as possible. And this book could have said that. It could have shown you that. It had many opportunities to. And it didn't take them. It just continued with the idea that not being in a relationship is kind of something to feel sorry for. And it's not. So that's my review on Liz Tuccillo's How to Be Single. 3 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for something to kill time, pick it up. But don't expect to learn any great revelations from it. It's not. It's not life-changing literature. But I think this is a perfect time to use this tagline. I heard this the other day. It's a quote from John Waters, the director. He's a cult film director, and I heard this, and I think it's a perfect time to break this out. Especially for you single people. If you ever go home with somebody and they don't have books, don't fuck them. Just don't. I love that quote. So, all right, I will see you guys all soon with another video. I'm not quite for sure what the other video is going to be, but I will see you guys all very soon. Love you. Keep reading. Subscribe. Click subscribe. Thumbs up. You know what to do. But have a good one, guys. And if you're single, any single ladies out there, single guys, just enjoy being single. Okay? Enjoy yourself. Because you live here. Okay? Thumbs up. I'm out. Bye, guys.